I'm the plant guy for this Airbnb property. Come with me so we can go do the plants before we get a new guest checking in. This nice Airbnb home, and I've been doing this home's plants for about 3 or 4 years now, and this house is filled with plants. There's probably 60, 70 plus plants here in total, maybe pushing 100, and I'm not over exaggerating. Their plants range from small, big, outdoor, indoor, and some are borderline trees. So I was called in today to hit the plants before a guest checks in, and kind of want to show you guys a little bit about how I take care of these plants and some of the routines that I have for them. So first, when I come in, the first thing I try to do is check all the plants for like major damage, broken limbs, like extreme browning or blackening. And usually I don't see much of that. Sometimes every blue moon some bugs will show, and that's when we take it out, get it really sprayed down, and wipe down individually each leaf. Other than that, it's pretty simple. This isn't a feed week. I fed the plants last week, so this week is just strict water and wiping the plants of dust, debris, and if any of the sticky tags that we have, we use sticky tags with each plant to catch like gnats if there's gnats when they're over water. And yeah, so I'm going to show you guys a little bit about these plants, talk to you guys about some of my favorite plants, and get this all knocked out. All right, so this home is, I mean, absolutely magnificent. It's filled with plants in every room. And like I say, it's a lot of work, but I really enjoy it because I get to watch these plants grow. They're like my little babies. And yeah, you guys get to see how many plants there truly are. So So it's pretty hard for me to tell you guys how much water each plant needs, because I pretty much know off the top how much each plant needs from just being here so much. Bigger plants typically only need about one of these canisters that I have, and especially for the indoor plants. Outdoor, totally different ballgame. But indoor, you don't want to overwater. It's easy to overwater indoor plants, especially being in Chicago. Window placement matters a lot. And the last thing you want to do is overwater these plants and then they look super unhappy. They're already not in their proper environment, so like the name of the game is to try to get it close to its environment. Yeah. So this is an interesting plant because we got two different plants in one pot. No, you're okay. Just showing people, and they're both thriving. It's kind of my first time actually having a plant like that. So this cactus here, something very interesting is you can see some of these pre-damaged, excuse me, I don't even know if cactus is called leaves. But once I took over the plant, you can see where the new growth has started. Same for up here and up there as well. So you can kind of see where the damage started, and or like it was an old plant. I believe he probably got it on like Facebook Marketplace or something. So. But you can just see some of the improvement through some of my care. We got a nice fig tree here. This tree is doing amazing. It could be doing a little bit better. I kind of think it's the placement and just sometimes not getting enough light, contrary to the big windows. This isn't a great light placement due to these trees. And obviously being in Chicago to build it, so it's just a little slither of light that gets through sometimes. And this big boy, this is one of my favorites. I started it when it was probably around this height, and now she is doing beautiful. And like I said, each big plant usually takes one of these. Indoor plants are easier to overwater simply because sunlight and room temperature sometimes doesn't allow the plants to drink as fast as they would outdoors, because sunlight is obviously undefeated with plants, and plants love to photosynthesize. So, and as I go around, I kind of just check, make sure that each plant is just looking healthy. The name of the game is to make sure that these plants look healthy. We got wifey over here wiping down plants. So what she's doing is wiping the plants down for dust and bugs. So not only do we spray the plants, but especially older plants, it's better to go in and wipe the plants manually, kind of like with a towel, and sometimes just some water. You don't always need chemicals to get rid of the buggies, but a good wipe down to actually manually remove them takes an extra step, but that's the extra step I like to take when I'm taking care of plants.
Also, make sure it wipes down any eggs.
Yeah, eggs. Sometimes that's a big one, is the eggs. These bugs that get in the plants lay eggs in places you can't see, and sometimes the spray doesn't reach. So the name of the game is to make sure that we are wiping these plants down thoroughly and getting into the crevices without damaging the plant, which is why I have wifey do that job, because sometimes my hands are a little too strong for the plants, and then I can break something. So yeah. Okay, so before I move on to the next floors, we get the top plants. So they're plants that sit up here and up there. I like to bring them down. That way no water drips on the cabinet, and I can just view all the plants properly. Remove like these brown things. And when I water them, sometimes these trays fill up. I don't want them to sit up there in pooling water. So I'm able to dump the water first and then put them up top. That way, if you need any more drains, it's only a few drops that'll evaporate. So look at them, they're looking pretty healthy. Everything looks pretty good. All right, so where's my water can at? Pouch right. So each one of these small plants, they only get a little bit of water as well, because these are sitting up so high that they receive some of the weakest sunlight in the house. And you can see they're pretty perky. They haven't been watered in about a week and a half, and they're still doing pretty good. So one of these usually takes care of most of all of the plants. I just need a little bit. I let the top soil get saturated, and then whatever that seeps in, it usually gets those, because those pots are so small. Plants like these get a little bit more water. This is what I was talking about, the pooling of water at the bottom. It's not a good idea if you have plants sitting on top of something and you water them to have them sitting, because of the amount of sunlight that they might be not receiving. So before I put these back, I'll dump the water from these trays and then put them in. So you let them drain first, and then you dump that water. That standing water attracts things like gnats and just different bugs that you don't want. So again, same rule applies for this room up here. Not too much water in these plants, because we don't want to dry them out too crazy. This beautiful mother here is blooming. And this room is absolutely gorgeous. There's plants all throughout this master. This is one of my more favorite plants. I've had it for quite a while, and as you guys can see, it wasn't always this tall. We even got some side shoots here, and she's doing pretty well. I'm not one of the guys who's the best with the scientific names of the plant. I couldn't tell you the name of the plant, but I could tell you how to grow it. But they are now thriving and doing really, really well. So usually I would have the water hose, but there's getting some repairs on the stairs over here, and I can't bring the hose up this way because we're getting a stair refixed. I think it rotted out over time, just rusted out. Oh yeah, watch your head, bro, because that shit's about to. If you're, it's only gonna pour like where the plants are, but the water's gonna seep through. So just be aware. So typically I would have the water hose and be able to spray these all down, give them a nice shower and really water. But since we're getting stair repairs, we got to do it the manual way, which is cool. Just a little extra steps, and just heavily saturating these. It's supposed to rain still today, so a good saturation one time will do these some good. And yeah, man, I call this California because you get a little bit of California here in Chicago. So this is dope. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get these watering up. For the sake of me having to walk back and forth, I'll probably just set the camera up so you guys can see the process, a little time lapse. Alright, so also part of what I do for this house is some of the outside stuff. Mostly like plant related and kind of maintenance, like a little bit of maintenance. So for one, we'll straighten this up for the guests. This patio, kind of not sure about what this ladder's doing, but I always straighten up the patio for the customer, the next Airbnb customer, and just cleaning up any trash or anything that could have blew in. So since someone's working on it, kind of got to go around the side to do the backyard. All right, so this is the backyard. Like I said, the stairs are being worked on. But there's still a number of plants back here that I take care of, and yeah, as you guys can see, they're everywhere. So with this, it's a lot quicker because I have the water hose back here, and this isn't a feed, this is just a water. So we come over to the water hose, and this is the best. This giraffe water hose. I get enough slack that I need. It's nice when I'm taking care of an Airbnb's plants and they have like all the tools and stuff that I need, because then I don't have to lug around water. All right. And it's just this simple. Gonna take those weeds out of there. So this is what it consists of, being basically a gardener for an Airbnb host, and kind of getting the plants ready for the next guest. We look like we have some wind damage here with this leaf right here. But yeah, this is what it looks like, taking care of these babies. You know, sit that in there and get that root, those weeds out of here. Paradise palm, looking good. Had some severe winter damage. I think last winter we didn't get the plants in soon enough, and it got a severe cold, and it did some damage. But they're on the way back. This one's on the way back as well. This is the middle of summer in Chicago, so if you think you can't have plants or you want plants like this and just don't know how to take care of it, I'm your guy to call. So it's doable. Really get those nice and saturated. Just pulling out some of these weeds this in here. Typically what I'll do is water everything first, and then I'll go around and pick all the weeds. That way I don't have to double back. Very, very simple. This plant over here was fighting for its life when I took care of it. Now she's on the way back, nice and healthy leaves. I also do this too. There's a guy working, so I didn't want to spray while he was back here. But I spray him down. Any bugs or anything that may be on the surface, we get them off. It's really nice when a customer has, ooh, I hit my head. It's really nice though when a customer has things like this, like a hose, and so you for you to do the outdoor plants. Once I'm out here, it's just pretty simple. I mean, we got some really nice healthy leaves on this bird of paradise over here. Really full, not a lot of splits on these new ones. Slow up. The wifey's down there resetting. We're done with the back. We're done with the inside. So after she gets this patio reset, we're pretty much done. The last couple of plants are here. So I always water these on the way out. These were some struggling plants that weren't doing very well, and we had these empty pots up front. So we put these here. Best to be outdoors so they can recover. And if you like today's video, hit that like button, subscribe, and make sure you drop a comment, let me know. And we'll see you guys next week when I go do some more plants. Thanks for tuning in.